Hello, today we are going to talk about evaluating or solving numerical expressions when integers are involved. When you are evaluating an expression that involves integers, we have two rules that we need to remember to apply. The first one, obviously, we will still follow order of operations. Whenever you have multiple operations in one problem, you must follow the order of operations. And the second rule, make sure you apply all the rules you've learned about computation of integers. That's how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide integers. Both of these will be applied at the same time. So let's work an example. The first example says negative 10 times 9 in the first set of parentheses minus the second set of parentheses, negative 10 times 11. Well, according to order of operations, we would do the first set of parentheses first. So that would give me a negative 10 times a positive 9. Remember your integer rules. And that is how we would get negative 90. We're going to copy the subtraction, move to the second set of parentheses, and in here we have a negative 10 times a positive 11. Remember, a negative times a positive is a negative. So my answer is going to be negative 10 times 11, negative 110. And I'm going to put parentheses around that negative 110 just to separate the subtraction symbol from the negative symbol so I won't get confused. So what we have is negative 90 minus a negative 110. And remember your rules for subtraction. We CCC, which means copy the first number, change subtraction to addition, and change the sign of the second number. So this negative 110 is now a positive 110. So after we've CCC'd, we are now adding integers, and in this case our integers have opposite signs. One is negative, one is positive. Since the signs are not the same, we simply subtract. 110 minus 90 is 20. And the solution will take the sign of the number with the largest absolute value, which would be positive 20. Now, sometimes they will give you a real-world situation or word problem. You still must use your order of operation rules as well as your integer rules. So in this example, it says it took a submarine 20 seconds to drop to 100 feet. What is the rate of the drop? Well, it might be best to first identify your integers. The first number, 20 seconds, we're counting time, so that's going to be a positive 20. The submarine dropped to 100 feet. We're dropping or we're going down, therefore this would be a negative 100 feet. They want to know the rate of the drop. So the total distance that the submarine dropped was 100 feet, and it happened in 20 seconds. The question is the rate, meaning after 1 second, how far had the submarine dropped? So that means we're going to have to take the total distance and divide that by the total amount of time. So in this particular problem, we only have one operation, division. So I just need to remember my rules for dividing integers. A negative divided by a positive gives me a negative. Now it's time to divide the numbers. We have 100 divided by 20. So it looks like the submarine dropped 5 feet per second.